let's go ahead and talk about the potential bullish crypto reversal in progress. I know a lot of people, again, have been really frustrated with current price action, with altcoin season not doing what it's generally supposed to do, and just a lot of crypto fatigue. Everybody's tired, everybody's frustrated, nobody knows what's going on, why this is happening, etc. It's just exhausting. It's been absolutely exhausting. So what do we do and how do we navigate this? Well, let's go ahead and talk about it because it's important. And one of the things that I think primarily what's going on with this cycle is that we are used to being on our own little bubble, meaning that everything that we see on like CryptoX, it's a bullish story, whatever it is, number's going to go up. But I feel like we failed to mention that traditional finance is here. The banks are here. The governments are here. All of these massive entities are here and they're in the market, meaning that all of the little news that's happening on X or about Ripple and Bitcoin or all these different things is just not going to really move the market anymore. Like, it needs to be bigger. You have to think a lot bigger. And a lot of this stuff takes time. If you pay attention to traditional finance and the history of the stock market and the history of money and all these things, nothing was built overnight. It took a lot of time to achieve, these set guidelines. And you have to also understand that there's still banks coming in, there's still entities coming in, the hedge funds and all of these different entities, and they've got a lot of capital. And again, we talked about yesterday. Sorry, guys, I'm really, really tired. I have no interest in getting dressed today. I do need to go get breakfast. So I don't know what to get. I'm thinking biscuits and gravy and hash browns and cheese eggs. We'll see. But anyways, you have to understand that crypto's market cap is like 3 trillion. What is it? $4 trillion. Let me pull this up and show you. We'll come back to crypto bubbles right now. But I got a couple stories for you that I want to, just to set some food for thought. So this is the entire crypto market cap. This is including Bitcoin and all of altcoins. Okay. We were at 3.9 trillion and we dropped to 3.57 trillion, currently at 3.64 trillion. Okay. This is kind of a gnarly drop. It's about 9.5%. Right now it's closer to 7.3%. Now, with that being said, when we look at the entire stock market, what is it called? NASDAQ or S&P? I'll just pull that up and see. Let's see if I can find it because I'm tired. I had a time last night. It was so much fun. NASDAQ, tech stocks. Maybe I'm not doing this right. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, what are these market caps at? I don't even think I'm looking at the right thing. It doesn't matter. Ignore me. Moral of the story is, like, Microsoft is worth like $4 trillion by itself. The entire crypto market is literally not even worth that much. We're like $3.5 trillion. Stock market lost 1.1 trillion. Can you imagine if the crypto market lost $1.1 trillion yesterday? Or any day, prices would be devastated. We would be devastated. Now, with that being said, I've got an article that I do want to share with you a little bit. And this comes from Ripple. Banks have invested over $100 billion in blockchain infrastructure since 2020. I'm going to read you guys the titty bitties over here. The investment underscores growing institutional interest in blockchain technology for payment, settlement, and other financial services. You have to understand that banks already provide these services, and they provide these services because they make money off of it. Now that crypto has entered the chat, the banks are like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? One administration wanted to ban it. The other administration said, let's integrate it into the system. So the banks have been scrambling, but the fact that they've been working on integrating blockchain infrastructure into their business models, and they've spent about $100 billion since 2020, that tells you that they bet on crypto coming in. They bet on they're trying to figure out what they need to do so that they can stay in business and their bottom line is not impacted. So this took them 5 years and $100 billion. And people are concerned about price action right now. We have so many different layer ones. We have so many different RWA projects. We have so much out there in crypto The banks are still learning about what's happening. The trend reflects increased confidence in blockchain potential to improve efficiency and security in banking operations. To me, this sounds like, hey, we know this industry is here. We know it's going to take our market share, so we better fall in line. So we're going to invest $100 billion. Article emphasizes the investment volume has surged over the past 3 years, marking a major milestone for blockchain integration in traditional finance. RWAs, that means tokenized assets, whether it's a house, cash, gold, diamonds, jewelry, stocks, bonds, treasuries. That's what tokenization is. That's what RWA means. There is no specific timeline for future investments or projects provided, but the trend suggests continued growth in blockchain infrastructure funding. So they're not telling you when they are going to stop funding research into blockchain. They didn't tell you when they are going to, what and when their plans are. We hear about stuff on the news all the time, but there's no specific plans to halt this, okay? And the trend is suggesting continued growth in blockchain infrastructure funding. So the banks and traditional finance, hedge funds, all of them are going to continue to dump money into this technology, to understanding it so that they can continue to incorporate it into their business to encompass everyone. So if the banks are bullish on crypto, why are you bearish on crypto? Because crypto and blockchain basically the same thing, regardless if it's public or private. Yeah, numbers down right now, but do you think the banks would be investing $100 billion into learning what this stuff is? And again, with certain blockchains, they have tokens that are affiliated with those that are needed to run that network. So I feel like a lot of people are just not being patient. They're not being patient and they are not waiting. Let me give a quick shout out to our channel members over here. Good morning to Mr. Dale. Dime said he gave me something, but I don't see it. That's okay. That's okay. Mr. R, thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I'm going to go get some biscuits and gravy. So moral of the story is the banks are bullish. The banks have more capital than you. They are playing the long game and they are waiting for you to slip up. And this is what happens in traditional finance. There's people that can carry out these longer term positions so longer than other people, especially retail. Okay. They're also able to get to borrow money and to, not get liquidated or not over leveraged. It just can continue to borrow money. So because we're retail, we don't get access to that. So we have to be cautious on our investments and what we do. And we need to play the long game. That's what we need to do. But in the meantime, we're going to keep seeing stories like this. There's another one that came out. This is from Masari. We love Masari. Ripple Bank, this is the one we just covered. What's next for XRP is 275 holds after sharp decline from $3. XRP pumped from like 50 cents to $3, okay? Not a big deal. If we take a look at the crypto markets, we're kind of up a little bit. HBAR is up 8%, CFX, ALGO, Floki, ENA, XLM. So people are stepping in and they're buying the dip. Another thing that I want to remind you guys, buying the dip is not for everyone. Just because number goes down doesn't mean you need to buy the dip. Now, why am I saying that? Well, because a lot of people are over leveraged. Buy. But do you have a plan to sell? Do you have a plan to realize gains? Do you have a plan to, like what's your plan? Unless you're somebody who is dollar cost averaging and you understand what that looks like, some of you don't need to be buying the dip. And I know that's a hard thing. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be nasty. But you do need to focus on what you can and can't do. And a lot of people are calling me to shout out mask. I have no idea what that is. No idea what that is. But happy for you guys. And there's a lot of people that are over leveraged on altcoins. I'm going to Toronto in 2 weeks. I have to film a documentary. I hope I was allowed to say that. Anyways, let's go ahead and cover what's going on with the market. All right. Bitcoin found some nice support. Oh, look at our little area. Oh no, why did it do that? Hold on. There we go. Bitcoin found nice support at our area of support from 522, 2025. Wonderful. We dropped and we popped up. This is the daily. When we take a look at the weekly, yeah, of course you're going to have a volatile move down when you have some of the highest weekly closes at $119,000. Also, too, this indication here that we hit $123,000, this tells me immediately that price was pushed up so fast, but the bear stepped in and said, nope. Market is like, nope, we're not going up any higher. We need to chill. We need to chill and we need to find support. And that's exactly what we're doing. Market CIPHER has printed a red dot, which could indicate more downward price action. We could see $100,000 Bitcoin again, and that's okay, because guess what? The institutions are buying. The Michael Saylors are buying. The treasury companies are buying. Bitcoin is something I personally am not going to sell. Other crypto assets, maybe. But realistically, Bitcoin does not look really strong. On the daily, we look a little bit stronger, but we're going to really have to get this nice close above $111,000. We really, really, really do. And it looks like we're kind of bottoming out on the daily, a lot of selling volume. But hey, it is what it is. Now, this is the chart that I like to show you guys. I like this one a lot better. This, I've got all my key areas of support and resistance here, just to kind of show you what we're looking at in the market. Okay. So we have the high 120. We've got crucial support at $111,000 with all these swing wick highs. And we got more price action over here at about $103,000. And then, of course, sub that. Now, with that being said, am I bearish? No, I'm not bearish. I'm bullish. I understand I understand patience. I understand I understand why people are getting frustrated. But at the end of the day, this is why traditional finance does not want you guys investing and me investing. They don't want us investing primarily because we're patient. We invest too much money. We're losing money. So this is why it's so important. I don't know what mask is, but what I do know is a lot of meme coins are great, but number goes down and number doesn't go back up. And yes, iota is a RWA project that has been talked about a lot. So shout out to the mask community. I'm happy for you guys. Congratulations. Now let's take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum had a nasty move down. This was the important area of support here, about $3,400. Got a swing low to 33. It's not looking great. Not looking great. But at the same time, we have the treasury companies buying Ethereum. We have bidding that's going on with that. A lot of people are saying that Ethereum is a chosen one for the banks. Is it? I have no idea. But I'm waiting for that $10,000 Ethereum. Solana, not looking great either. Everything is down right now. I mean, on the daily, we're showing a little bit of a rebound, but we're still down. We're still down from 210 to about 156. It does look like we might have more downside, so I would anticipate for another downward movement. If you're somebody that does want to buy the dip, you buy the red. That's why I like to set limit orders, or you can just dollar cost average, whatever it is. SUI, similar price action, dumped, and we got a little bit of green. XRP actually has a way stronger pop-up. We dropped all the way down to 273, and we're up to about 289. We do need to get back above $3. Chainlink, pumping as well. Little gains. Cardano, which I'll be at Rare Evo next week. If you guys want to see me, you can use the ref link. But I will be there. Come say hi. It'll be in Vegas. Cardano is up, and they're going to be releasing more information about midnight next week, too. So I'll do my best to cover that. HBAR. HBAR is actually stronger out of any of the other ones. It moved up from about 22 cents to 24 cents. It looks like it wants to head back up to 26 cents if we continue to pump. And the thing I like about HBAR, price action wise, again, not financial advice, is that we bounced perfectly on support. Let's see. Avalanche had a nasty move down. We're just kind of chilling, trying to figure out where we're going from there. But it really had an ugly move down. ALGO needs to get back above 25 cents. But moral of the story is the market is slowly rebounding. And it's going to do what it's going to do. We still have time. So I'm personally not worried about it, especially the story that banks have invested $100 billion into, banks have invested $100 billion into understanding blockchain technology, researching it and whatnot. That's pretty crazy. Why would they spend so much money since 2020, over the last 5 years, in this stuff? And remember, the Genius Act just went live, you guys. Just went live. Also, too, couple little things. Today is my baby's birthday. So if you would like to wish her a happy birthday, I'm going to let her watch the stream. If you'd like to drop a comment in the chat wishing Lo a happy birthday, I would appreciate it. I absolutely love my daughter. She's the best. We were at Madonna's in here, and she loves her little pasta. This is when I think she wasn't even a year old yet. We are at the beach. We used to go to the beach a lot. My little pink baby, my little chunkster. This is us before our trip for my birthday weekend last weekend. We had a wonderful time. And then this is her and I at the Blackpink concert. Gamer knows. Gamer hung out with us. And it was a pleasure to hang out with Gamer and his family. But we had the best time ever. That was her birthday gift. So if you guys can wish my baby happy birthday, I would appreciate it, because I'm going to let her read all the comments, primarily because I want her to know how amazing she is. I know you can't see the pics. They're on my TikTok story. You can see them there though. And one of the things about me is I always keep my baby's face covered. And I get a lot of people like, Wendy, why do you do that? Why do you cover your baby's face but post her? Well, because I'm a mom. I love my daughter. I'm so proud of her. But at the same time, I can't trust people to do the right thing. So I keep her face covered. It adds a little bit of privacy. And people should, if you're a parent and you're doing the best you can, you should be proud of yourself. So I'm proud of myself. I think I'm doing a great job. I think you guys are doing a great job as parents. And our kids are awesome, dude. So if you wish her a happy birthday, that would be great. Also, too, oh, yeah, we'll get into that tomorrow. So, I posted this. What meme coins and altcoins should we look for? UFD on Solana, check out Basement Ron. That's a really cute community project, is UFD. Super, super cute. I don't know any, and again, none of this is financial advice. The Momo people, they've been hitting up my mentions like crazy lately. So shout out to them. Gib is cute. Gib is actually kind of a meme coin on Hedera. So shout out to them and the Hedera community and the foundation. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, this is the founder of UFD. Cool guy. Momo again. Bitcoin Ape keeps asking me to look at Stamp. It's an SRT20 token. I will do that when I have time. Shout out to Floki. Yeah, so that's pretty much the meme coin season is kind of gone, really. Kind of gone. But, at the end of the day, if you are good at trading meme coins, congratulations. Thank you so much, Richard, for the $19.99 super chat. I appreciate it. Just know that money will go to get my baby some crumble or something delicious, because we like to do snackies around here. Thank you so much, Susan, for the happy birthday to my baby. Appreciate it. And you're a channel member. Mr. Gamer, Mr. Dale, and Everett, thank you so much. Another channel member. But moral of the story is that the market's doing what it's going to do. I know it's frustrating. I know you're stressed out. But the fact that banks are investing $100 billion since 2025, crypto is not going anywhere. We're not even at a $4 trillion market cap, okay? Just please be patient. And if what you need to do is, if you're somebody who's over leveraged and stressed about your position, you need to take a step back. You need to spend the weekend or a week or whatever it is reanalyzing your investing strategy. And if you do need help, I've got Brian Dame from Dame.io. They're down below. They're my financial advisors. I've been using them since like 2018-ish. But they create custom Bitcoin and crypto portfolios. So if you're somebody that's underwater or you're having trouble, you're like, you know what? I love crypto. I want to invest in it, but I'm just not good at that. And again, it's not a bad thing to admit you're not good at something. Call them. They will take care of you. They're licensed and regulated. Anyways, I'm going to go get myself some biscuits and gravy. I probably should brush my hair. And yeah, if you see me out in LA today, I might be out there. Come say hi. Bye, babies. Bye, my loves.